Then Solo is with Heyman backstage, and Heyman told the Tongans to take care of business, and that's what he did, taking out Orton and Owens, preventing them from getting into Money in the Bank. And he tells Solo, "You are breaking commandments." Roman Reigns had said before he left that CM Punk is off limits because of Heyman's relationship with him, and that Cody is not someone Solo should be handling. And Solo informs Heyman, "I'm sorry that I'm the one who has to tell you this, but Roman is not coming back." And in maybe the best response possible, Heyman goes, "How can that be? How can that be?"
So was this new information from Solo Sikoa? I mean, you know, up until this point, I think we know that Solo is in charge until the tribal chief comes back, with no specific mention of who Solo deems to be the tribal chief, of course. Now he's saying the tribal chief, or wait, Roman specifically is not coming back. So does this indicate that does this confirm that the tribal chief that Solo has been following is not Roman Reigns, or does it mean something else?
I think that's what the reveal is going to be, that there is someone else that is Solo Sikoa is taking orders from. And
did this confirm that?
I mean, that's kind of been
that?
what I've taken from the first time this was mentioned after WrestleMania. But I think this does confirm things. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, again, brings up like the sort of background information of CM Punk's relationship with the Bloodline, and Paul Heyman letting us know that he specifically asked for Roman not to attack CM Punk, and Roman agreeing.
So Solo comes out, and Graves says how, "Don't worry, our broadcaster has said we will stay with this match until it ends." I was like, "You're on Fox, okay? You've got affiliate programming. There isn't a goddamn chance you're staying with this match until it ends." I didn't take this seriously for a second that they were doing any kind of overrun. And I mean, we pretty much had an angle here. Cody lands a suicide dive, sends Solo into the steps a few times, and then he's ready to go home with the Crossroads. He knows about the affiliates, and the Tongans attack for the DQ at 1:41. That prompts Orton and Owens to come down. Owens hobbling on one leg, so it's 3-on-3. Tema and Tonga are taken out, and they surround Solo 3-on-1, and he's pleading before turning into a smile, and there appears Jacob Fatu. "The rumors are true." Mr. Online Corey Graves with his finger on the pulse as Jacob Fatu lays out all three. He hits a Samoan drop to Kevin Owens on the steps. Graves is yelling, "This guy needs to be locked up." And then a running spear to Randy Orton through the barricade. For the dude that came back from near career-threatening back surgery, this looked really rough for Randy because he did not go smoothly through this barricade. Hopefully he was all right. And Cody fights back, gets a Uranagi onto the edge, and then in the big spot, Cody is placed onto the desk. Jacob climbs to the top turnbuckle, and you have this excellent low-angle shot, and Jacob Fatu comes off the top with a splash, putting Cody through the desk. This was an unbelievable visual. And Corey's big line was, "There's a werewolf on the loose." So we got the Wyatt Six on the loose on Raw, and we got the werewolf on SmackDown. And then all of the Tongans put their fingers in the air to end the show. I thought they did a fantastic job introducing Jacob Fatu as the cousin with like a screw loose that is totally uncontrollable. Like everything we wanted to see in the presentation of Tama and Tonga, like just his facial expressions too, as he's attacking him. Like I just thought Jacob Fatu did a excellent job, and the splash I thought that was excellent. You should replay the hell out of that.
And he's wearing a werewolf shirt, so I don't think that's
probably
was,
everyone's branded. Yes,
yeah. He's the werewolf. All right. Well, it was either.
Is he
werewolf,
better than the infamous?
I'm not sure. Yeah, it was either that or Caesar, I suppose, and they might be reserving Caesar Sikoa for somebody else. I thought it was a great introduction for Jacob Fatu. Like you mentioned, John, I think his intensity is way more appropriate for, I think, the type of infamy that they're trying to portray the Tongans as. I think the Guerrillas of Destiny have been fine, but they've really not leapt out to me in any single performance I've seen from them in the WWE. And Jacob Fatu, in what, I don't know, 2 minutes, has already felt like he's a lot more special, and I think a lot more fitting for this type of role of this uncontrollable Yes, I guess werewolf. You could say if you're to pick any animal or a mythical creature, I guess. And he already feels like a more dangerous member of this entire group, like a more dangerous member of what Solo Sokoa was at one point, you know, for the Bloodline. So I'm very excited to see what they do with him.
Yeah, I thought this was a very big storyline driven episode of SmackDown. You did have the advancements of several of the qualifying matches. The matches were fine. It's not like there were like dud matches or anything like that. But tonight was all about the introduction of Jacob Fatu, the return of Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, the 20-minute opener, the Bloodline story advancing, and Roman's status in the air. So they advanced a lot of stories on this particular episode.
And chat room informing us that Jacob Fatu on the Indies and MLW was known as the Samoan Werewolf. So I guess that's where it comes from.